Hello guys, I'm Dr. Girish Kausadikar, back with some of the most interesting topics related with phonetics. In the last video, we have seen the easiest sequence to memorize consonants, how these consonants are to be memorized through a proper and easy but logical sequence. We have seen that the first group is of 6 plosives, which is followed by fricatives. We have seen that after fricatives there is a sequence of 2 affricates followed by a mixed bag of semivowels, lateral and frictionless continuant. This consonant sequence is concluded by 3 important nasal sounds. As I already made it very clear in the last video that there are 21 oral consonants are there and 3 nasal sounds are there, which indicates a difference between oral and nasal sounds. Now in today's video I would like to make it more crystal clear about how these sounds are produced. In today's video we are focusing only on plosive sound, how these 6 plosive sounds are produced with the help of different organs of speech, and how this mechanism is worked out that you have to see with the help of animated figures and images. Now the first pair is no other than p and b. In case of p and b, you will find out that this couple is very special, because in case of these sounds you will find out that the second and third term remains the same, only there is a difference in case of their voicing. In case of the sound like p, you will find out that the vocal cords are wide apart and so the air passes through the vocal cords without any vibration. So that sound is termed as a voiceless bilabial plosive. Bilabial means produced with the help of 2 lips. And why it is called plosive, that you have to see in the video. In case of b, you will find out that in case of the voicing, the vocal cords are joined together and so the air has to push with certain vibration, and so b is termed as voiced bilabial plosive. Now we will make it more clear with the help of this video. In this video we will see the first 2 sounds, consonants p and b, which are termed as bilabial plosive. This blue arrow is indicating nothing but an airflow which passes through the vocal cords and moving in upward direction. It moves up to that direction when it came across uvula, which is raised to shut off the nasal passage or nasal cavity, and so air has no other alternative but to enter into the oral cavity. It started moving in oral cavity, but in this circle you can find out that the lower lip is touching to the upper lip, making a firm contact, which causes this air to block in this particular passage. This air is released only when these lips get separated and air released with an explosion, and so these sounds are termed as bilabial plosives. Now in case of t and d, which is termed as alveolar plosive, we will see how these sounds are produced. In the same manner, t is voiceless alveolar plosive, voiceless because air stream passes without any vibration through the vocal cords, and alveolar means the tip of the tongue touches to the alveolar ridge. And there is only a minute difference is there, that is d is voiced because the vocal cords vibrate. Now you will see the same mechanism here in the form of animated video. In case of sounds like t and d, which are termed as alveolar plosive, you will find out that the air is moving in upward direction and which is obstructed by this raised uvula in order to stop entering into the nasal cavity. So air travels into the oral cavity, but here in this circle you will find out that the tip of the tongue is making a contact with alveolar ridge, causing this air to block there, and it will be released only when this active articulator, that is tongue, will be lowered down to produce the sounds t and d. As the air releases suddenly with an explosion, so this term as alveolar plosive. Now in the last, that is k and g, which is termed as a velar plosives, we will see how these sounds are produced. In case of K, it is voiceless velar plosive. Velar in the sense back of the tongue touches to the soft palate, causing some obstruction to the air, and whereas G is voiced because the vocal cords vibrate. Now look at this video. You will get it more clarity. In case of velar plosives like K and G, you will find out that the air started moving in upward direction and it will be blocked, where you can see that the uvula is raised to shut off the nasal passage, which is a common feature of all the oral consonants. And in case of this active articulator, that is the tongue, back of the tongue is raised toward the soft palate and making it a firm contact, and because of this contact you will find out that the air gets blocked here. This air will be released only when this tongue will be lowered down and the air which is blocked will get released with sudden explosion, causing the production of velar plosives like K and G. Now in my next video, I will focus on fricatives. There are 9 fricatives in British RP, and we will enjoy the complete understanding of consonants and especially these fricatives in my next video. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and give your valuable comments and suggestions in the comment box. Thank you.